Hi, it's Troy Griggs with Obsidian Wisdom. On this Wisdom Wednesday, I ask you the question, what benefit is it to gain the whole world if it costs you your soul? This question is one that I ask each of my clients. It's one that I discuss and I think and I meditate about often because I do believe as a financial planner, my ultimate job is to make sure that you accomplish your financial goals without sacrificing some of your life and lifestyle goals. Oftentimes we feel if I have my money right, then I will do the other things. I'll be able to take more trips with my family if I get my money right. We'll do almost anything to get the money right, but then did it cost you your family along the way? If it did, then you're spending the money to buy back those relationships, and it doesn't always work out that way. If you are having to sacrifice your integrity or your morals, something you're passionate about, and it's the cost for you to be able to be successful in a particular environment, what does that do for you? What does that do to you for it to be eating away at you on a daily basis where you just feel like you're not doing things right? You feel like you're selling yourself short or selling yourself out because you're sacrificing a part of your essence, a part of your being for the world. While the world is nice, the world doesn't really give you the most meaningful aspects of what happiness is with your health and your family and the causes that you believe in. It becomes very important to always make sure that anytime we have a financial plan in place, that it is aligned with your overall life goals. How it is that you see success and happiness is often going to be a heavy consideration into how we achieve the financial goals. If someone tells me that their family is very important to them, then we want to make sure we have a legacy plan in place. That's not just this idea of I'm going to pass the back money on to my kids when I die. It's what I'm going to do, what I'm going to teach my kids along the way so that when they do receive the money, they're able to be successful with it. They understand what it is that I had to do, that I learned in my transformation, because that is a part of our jobs as parents and mentors for our kids to be able to pass all the things that we learn when we learn it to them a little bit earlier so that they're able to be that much more successful by the time they reach our age. You want to make sure that you keep these things in mind. There are others where they burn both ends of the oil, where they're like, you know what? I have to be able to get this work done, to get this certain level. I'm going to be a senior manager or an executive or something like that. Then I'll be more healthy. I'll take better care of myself. I'll take more vacations and things like that. But along the way, could that lifestyle cost you your health in the sense that now you're spending all your money trying to buy back your health because of the cost? The big thing I want you guys to understand is there is a cost in everything. There is a trade-off in everything. At a minimum, you have to give your time towards it. More times than not, we give much more than our time. We give a part of ourselves towards the things that we do. Whether it's the work that we do, our kids and raising them, really anything, you have to give a part of yourself towards it. You want to make sure that you're never giving so much of yourself that you then want to buy that portion of yourself back. Because sometimes we can't afford the cost to buy it back. Sometimes we sacrifice our health to get the wealth, and then we spend all of the wealth to get our health back, but we can never get our health back. Sometimes the cost is too much. You want to make sure that you're always keeping in mind what the cost is that you are paying. Because again, what benefit is it to gain the whole world if it costs you your soul? That's why within the Wisdometric framework, why we focus on the knowledge with the understanding and then the wisdom. You want to make sure that you are accomplishing your goals not only in the most efficient and effective way possible, but you also want to make sure that you're accomplishing your goals in a manner that you can be proud of, that is going to make you smile at the end of the night and you'll be able to sleep soundly. Now, some of us, we don't have any problem sleeping. It doesn't matter what's going on, we can just sleep. You guys get what I'm saying, where you really want to make sure that it's not that you're focusing too much on any one thing, that you are taking a comprehensive, a holistic look at your life and what happiness looks like. Everything from your health to your wealth to your overall contribution to the world, to your family and friends, really where you're looking at everything, not just any one thing. It's a lot of spinning plates, Wisdom is understanding which ones we can let spin a little slowly and which ones we have to give the most attention to. Because there is a proper order to doing everything and anything. If you've listened to me, you heard me talk about it before, and I even forget where the example came from. But it's the idea that if you have a jar and you have a sand and small boulders and large boulders, that you have to put it in a certain order for all three to fit in. If you don't put it in the right order, i.e., you put the sand in first, well, then nothing else fits in. Or if you put the medium boulders in first, well, you can't fit your large ones anymore, but you could get the sand in there. Ideally, we want to put the plan in a way that allows you to capture everything. That is going to be the large boulders first, which is your long-term goals. You usually get 2 or 3 of those, your life goals. Then you put the medium boulders in. That's going to be your medium-term goals. This will be anywhere probably from 5 to 10 years. And then you put the sand in because that fits in all the small crevices. Those are going to be your short-term goals. That's going to be anything between probably 3 years or under, usually like 12 months or under. If you put it in the right order, and what that means is my financial plan and my life plan should have my long-term goals first and foremost. Then my medium-term goals should help me achieve those long-term goals. My short-term goals should help me achieve my medium-term goals, which will help me achieve my long-term goals. That you want to make sure that you're always keeping your full focus on everything. You don't want to sacrifice your long-term goal because you're focusing on a short-term goal. You don't want to lose out on a medium-term goal because you're focusing on the short-term goals. You want to make sure that your plan is aligned in a way that the cost isn't too much, that you're not sacrificing or selling your soul, your life goals, the things that are most important to you for something in the short term because it feels really good in the here and now. I'd love to hear your thoughts on maybe what is your most important goal in your life that you know cannot be sacrificed, that you have to make sure that everything you do is aligned with that goal, and then you know that success is going to be a happy time for you. I think Warren Buffett is one who says success is getting what you want and happiness is wanting what you get. It's very important that we keep that in mind whenever it comes to defining success and what happiness looks like overall. Until next time, Wisdomites, remember wisdom is asking the right questions to allow yourself to get the right answers. Keep asking those questions and you will keep getting those answers. Continue blessings.